What's good, y'all? Welcome into the TraKCouts podcast. Happy Labor Day edition. This is a podcast where we talk about music and life with the people living it. I'm your host, Co-Rep. With me, as always, my co-host, Scorpio. What's good, bro?
What's the word with it?
Check it out. We interview artists, engineers, producers, all the above, creatives in general. We drop every other Wednesday, so whatever you're listening on, subscribe, like, whatever the heck, so you're notified when we drop. We do got a good one for you today, y'all. Our guest today is one of the hardest working engineers and producers in Kansas City. He's worked with so many notable artists that y'all have heard. You can catch him running the show at the Zoo Studios. Please welcome to the podcast, the 808 Gorilla, BerGotti. What's up, bro?
What's going on, y'all? Happy to be here, man.
The 808 Gorilla, bro. How'd you get that nickname, dude?
Just randomly. I think it's self-appointed. You know what I mean? Like, one of the first logos I ever had made was like a traditional tattoo, but it was a gorilla, and it had the 808 in it, and I thought that was going to be my logo. I've never ended up using it, but I guess the nickname stuck, you know?
You do be dropping that bass in your music, bro, I swear.
Man, that's actually, I've been kind of jumping into a completely different genre than like I've ever produced before.
Yeah.
And it's been fun, dude. Like, it's getting into like bass music and like sound design and stuff like that. And it's made producing like fun again, bro, for real. Like, it's because you guys have made thousands of beats like that are kind of the same, like for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And it's refreshing to like go out of that box completely and like make something completely unique you've never done before. So yeah, dude, the bass music, that's been heavy for me lately.
Well, let's talk about the new single, bro, Run Your Mouth.
Yeah, man.
First of all, I got to know, was that you like on that vocal sample throughout it?
No. That's, I hate to say it, but have you ever heard of Suno AI?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I had made like the first like 8-bar loop, right? And I'm like, I really want a UK drill rapper like on this.
Yeah.
So I went into Suno AI, dropped my little sample in, and I said, make a grimy UK rapper on this. So it spit me out like, I mean, it was like a full song, and I just took like the first little hook and just dropped it in there, and it sounded fucking awesome. And that's what I chopped up throughout the whole song.
No, it sounded super dope.
Yeah.
I think that's an example of using AI like the correct way, right? Like just as you made a sample with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. I didn't like go in and say, here's this, make a whole song, and that's that.
And then put it out.
I had already created a loop and said, make something to this, and then I chopped that from there. You know what I mean? So I agree to what you don't like the AI stuff on Spotify?
We were just talking right before this started, and Scorp was saying that he was online with somebody in his comments talking about, you know, you guys sample, that's the same as AI. And I'm like, well, it's not though, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're saying that.
Like
100%.
sampling's an art form in its own self, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've always said it, dude. Like, I would want 10 out of 10 times I'm going to start out with a sample to get the vibe going, right? I'm not going to sit there and bore you with some sound design shit, but a lot of people, I think, misconstrue that whole argument. They're like, sampling is just taking the same thing and looping it 100 times, right? But if you're like alternating and fucking can I cuss?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
fuck
my fault,
yeah, dude.
This is how I go.
Fucking right.
No,
Watch your fucking mouth.
Right. But like to fuck with it and to completely change it into something completely else, like I think that's almost as creative as sound designing a whole, 18 fucking layer thing is to creatively sample something. So anyone that says I can go kick rocks for it, bro.
So how often are you using something like Suno? Because I keep peeping and I'm like, damn, like I could do so much with it, but I haven't tapped in yet.
I had it for a month, and then they renewed my subscription, and I was like, I used it that one time to do the one thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't really feel like I need it. I think what I'll do is I'll spot use it if I'm ever like, hey, I want just this random vocal. But like, it just didn't work very smoothly, like on my system, right?
Okay.
To like transfer it from Suno into whatever DAW I'm using was kind of like clunky, and then you got to get these credits and all this stuff. So it was cool. Like, it did its job for sure, but is it worth it? I don't know.
Like, I've never really used it myself, but the one time I ran into it, the artist that hit me up, they were making a song. It was a theme song for a TV show, and they had it generate the whole song, and then I was supposed to recreate the beat, something similar to it, and that was my only interaction with it, and it sounded like you said, like a full complete song. But shoot,
dude, different. I made my fantasy football league's draft theme song
That's
in
hard.
Suno. Those are the only two things I use it for, and I think about it. And it was sick, dude. I typed in like the lyrics, and it made like an 80s hair band like fucking Journey style song where, you know, like crazy high vocals, you know, hairband shit, dude. It was crazy. So like there is fun use cases for it for sure. I mean, I don't know. Did you like what you had to like try and remake, or did you think it was kind of?
It was cool. I mean,
did it sound real?
It sounded real. It did sound real. It sounded real. Shoot, it was cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't use it to like completely make a song, but like you said, like just took that little sample, pop it in there, it gets the job done.
Yeah. What do you guys? Because this is something that like is on my mind most days. I fucking hate Spotify. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it.
I've seen your stories.
I hate Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm with it.
What do you got, like the AI stuff on Spotify? Like, are you guys okay with that generating revenues and stuff like that?
So we're talking about like AI music that's been like put on Spotify.
Yes.
See, like I have not even like come across it, to be honest. That I at least know of.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe it came up in a shuffle and I was just like
vibing with it.
Right. It's like you're not like there was that one like band or whatever that was like going on. Like, did you listen to any of that?
No,
I didn't.
I went out of pure curiosity to go listen to it. And I mean, if I was someone that had no idea, I would, like you said, I probably would never know.
Yeah.
You know, but
I think I heard a clip of it on Instagram and it just sounded like a real band. Like,
yeah. It's wild, man. Wild stuff.
We've been asking everybody that comes on here about AI because like it seems like every week when we have a podcast, it's like new shit's happening.
Yeah.
And it's like fucking happening so fast.
And there's all this shit, like, you know, we're all engineers, right? Like, does it kind of worry you that like that shit might like replace us at some point in time?
Like I feel like it already is for mastering. Like
Right.
I know clients personally that upload shit and they're like, yeah, bro, I just mastered it online. And I'm like,
With the lander shit, like right there.
Yes, bro.
Have you ever listened? Have you
E-mastered.
put your mix through the lander ever?
I've put it through E-Mastered. You remember when E-Mastered was it? I've used that one.
Was it good? Dude, I've tested like through DistroKid, right? DistroKid's also on my shit list. If anyone
that's on they're on everybody's list, bro.
but on DistroKid, when you upload, it gives you the option. It says want to enhance this. I think it's called like
I've
Mix
seen that.
EA or
Yeah.
something like that. And I ran it through, and it does not sound good. You know what I
don't.
mean? But like I could see if your song was completely ass when uploading, how it could make it sound like there was an improvement. You know, but it's just another thing that I just feel like is just stealing people's money that don't understand like what and why you would need to use something like that. You know what
Facts.
I mean?
Yeah. I mean, my guess is that it's just like, okay, let me boost this up to the target loudness and then match it to this generic EQ
Yes.
curve that we have been
That's
given.
exactly what it
per
just
genre.
makes it bright, and like you can tell that it fucks with like your low end. It like compresses your low end because, you know, a lot of people, their fucking bass is a billion decibels louder than everything, you know?
Yeah.
So it's not good. It's
Yeah.
just
not,
I would
no.
not do it.
All right, enough of that bullshit. Let's go back to your
Right.
new track.
Oh, sorry.
Run Your Mouth.
My fault.
So you said you've been like moving into like this genre more. This is the genre you're talking about.
Yes, yeah, like the heavy bass music, I guess, is like, because like it like this is the type of shit that I used to listen to on like SoundCloud. Like when SoundCloud like first came out, like I wasn't bumping like Trippie Redd and shit. Like I was listening to like these like crazy dubstep bootlegs of like a Drake vocal on a fucking like dubstep shit. You know,
Yeah.
like that's what I listened to. So yeah, it's been cool to like kind of revisit that and go back to like shit that got me excited when I first was like getting into music. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah, it's been interesting for sure.
Yeah. So do you think like this is like this genre you're like working in now for your own music? Is
Yeah.
this is like accumulation of like all the inspiration you've had, hip hop, EDM, all that shit?
100%.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely like I've thought about it a ton. Is like the order of which I've like done things, I feel like has just like it goes back to just trusting the process, right? Like the order at which I've discovered things, like I'm so glad I was doing this thing before I discovered this thing. And then I had these two things down before I moved on to this thing, right? Like, because I started out just making hip hop beats, right? And then from hip hop beats to like recording people, right? And then recording people need to know how to mix, right? And then now I'm been making hip hop songs and producing hip hop and learning to mix and making like a song sound right. And I understand like all of these elements, and now I'm getting into like sound design, and like I have like these core concepts down, and it's made it a million times easier to like branch into something new because I have such a strong foundation, right? But I feel like if I would have started out with this and tried to make this, I may not have learned all those other things because like this shit's like it's a totally different way to like think about making music, right? Shapes and like fucking LFOs and all that stuff. Like, and on top of that, trying to synthesize like chords and like a progression and stuff. Like, it's just a lot all at once. Whereas like I started out with just simple, you know, hi-hat, fucking kick, 808 snare, right? Like, so the transition to it has been a lot easier, and I'm glad I kind of did it in the process that I did, for sure.
Yeah, just peeping your posts on IG and stuff over the last few weeks, especially for this single, it's like you've really like been getting in your bag and like that sound design, and that's something that I don't have much experience with. Like, I don't get into the LFOs and all that shit. I'm like just cruising presets, to be honest with you, bro.
Dude. And there's nothing wrong with that, dude. Like, a lot of times, like, I'll start from a preset, like, because it's just on Splice, they've got guys that make these serum patches, and you can just go download them. And like they'll go straight into your serum. And so a lot of times I'll like take one of those presets and like almost reverse engineer it. Like, I'll just like remove a piece and be like, okay, that was doing that. And then I remove a piece and like, okay, that was making that move. And then you can tweak again, right? And like, you're just mapping, you know, things to knobs that make them move. That's all it is, right? But yeah, dude, the design part of it is challenging, man. Like, it's challenging to think of it as a shape, you know, like a sound that has like an envelope, and then you affect the envelope with an LFO, and then you can filter it, and then you can distort it and do all the shit. And then that's all just in Serum. And then you can go down into the processing below and add the Ableton effects, and like, and you could make your own Ableton rack that's got multiple shit, right? Like, it's like kind of overwhelming to a degree, and like it's humbled me a lot, like, to like sit down and not come up with something every single time, you know, because like most of the time, I'm sure you guys, every time you sit down, you can put a beat together that gets someone to go record on it. Like, I know you guys both can, and it's like second nature at this point. But like, to be by yourself and to reach that point where you're like, fuck, man, like, I don't know what to fucking put next. It humbles you to a degree. And like, I've really enjoyed like relearning like how to make a fucking song sound really good with just me. Right. So it's, like I said, it's been refreshing, dude. Like, it really has. Like, I highly suggest like fucking around with like next time you go make like a Reese bass or like one of those like patty kind of basses. Just go try and make it yourself, dude. It's just 2 saw waves. That's it. 1 detuned. That's it. And then you start to like pick up on those things like an 808. It's just a sine wave, right? And you can do multiple variations. You can like lay shit on top of it. But yeah, dude, it's fun. And like, you kind of get like your own special like sauce that you start to like come back to, and like it's really up the production game and everything else as well. Like, I'm doing stuff in people's mixes that I've never done before. Just because like I've fucked around with that one knob in Ableton one time. I'm like, oh, I can do that here now, you know?
That's hard.
So yeah, dude, it's been fun.
So go ahead.
I was gonna say, so are you engineering and producing in Ableton?
It's like a hybrid, dude. Like if I know I'm just tracking like a hip hop track, I'm gonna do it in Logic. Like, that's just bread and butter day one. I know that template like the back of my fucking head. You know what I mean?
Fast
like,
as fuck.
Yeah, it's brainless. But if it's like, I know like I'm gonna have someone do like some recording into like a electronic project or like something where I'm doing like this type of stuff, I'll probably track it in Ableton, because the routing and like I can like my production template's different than like the Logic template, so things are moving differently, and like things are instantly side chained once you put something in. So like, I'll probably record it in there if it's gonna be more of like an electronic track.
What do you feel like you prefer?
Ableton all the way, dude. Like, I want to switch 100% to Ableton. Like, I love Logic, dude. You use Pro Tools.
I make beats in Logic and record in Pro Tools.
Okay, so tell me if this ever happens to you. You don't use Logic, do you?
Only when we cooking up. Okay, and I'll be lost as hell.
Yeah, well, like, I don't know if it's just me, but like, do you ever get like a latency in your bounce out of Logic?
Like the tracks don't line up, or like it adds space in the beginning?
No, like your tracks don't align. Like, when you play back, everything sounds good. Yeah. But then you export, and well, I guess it's with me, you probably don't have vocals on your Logic projects,
you probably got so much more processing going.
Yeah. But like, Logic is the only, it doesn't happen in Ableton. And Ableton, I have a fuckload of processing going on, right? But like when I export vocals in Logic periodically, like they'll be shifted ever so slightly, but playback is fine, right?
Do you bounce offline or online?
Offline.
See, that's why mixes, bro, I don't bounce them offline. I print them.
You real time
I
it?
print them in the fucking thing because I'm like, it's shit like that, bro, that be pissing me off. Or like,
then you send it off and-
I'll fucking bounce it offline, and then there's like a pop in the beginning for no
Right.
fucking
Like, where'd
reason.
that come
from?
Yeah, like
Right.
shit like that. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
printing this thing and just exporting this one audio file.
Yeah, and I've been printing in Ableton the full things on these because like you're right, I did an offline export in Ableton and it didn't time shift it, but like the processing sounded completely different, dude. Like it's crazy. But Logic, I've been wanting to get off Logic for that fucking shift thing that happens, and I just don't understand it, dude. I just bought like a brand new M4 Max Studio. You know what I mean?
So
like that shit's
you
brand
ready?
fucking new.
You
right?
ready?
It's maxed out like
Yeah.
fucking exactly for music production. And one of the first mixes I bounced off had that same fucking delay in it.
Oh, so you was like,
and
I'm fucking
just
done,
like,
dude.
like I don't understand it. Like I
Call
just
it
don't
quits.
get it, dude. It's wild.
The main problem with Logic for me personally is that I just struggle to get loud in fucking Logic. Like I can get loud in
Really?
Pro Tools all day,
Really?
but it's weird, bro. Like
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. Even like the same plugins stacked up in the same order, it like does not sound the same in the two DAWs. I know
Right.
they say like a DAW is a DAW, and it's
Yeah.
like, but like they sound Pro Tools and Logic do not sound the
Yeah,
same.
I get that. I give you that. I'm just curious, like what you would be stacking in Logic that wouldn't allow you to reach that.
I don't know. Like in Logic, I feel like I can't get the low end. Like I can't get the track as loud as I need with like keeping the integrity of the low end, like
Okay.
I can in Pro Tools.
Okay.
I run out of headroom on the low end so much faster in Logic,
That's
and that's probably
interesting.
because I'm not. When I'm in Pro Tools, I'm taking it so much further. You know
Right.
what I mean on the mix.
Right.
Like I keep it super simple in Logic because I'm just making beats.
Right. You're just trying to get it over.
But I'm like -9 LUFS in Logic. I'm like, that's a good day for me.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. That's crazy. I mean, I feel like I'm having to fucking pull back from like 5 LUFS like when I'm exporting like every time in
Yeah.
Ableton, right? Like do you clip your master in Logic?
Like with a clipper, or am I
Yeah.
straight redlining?
No. Do you clip with a clipper on your
So
master?
my mastering chain in Logic when I'm making beats is orange clip, SSL comp, straight to a limiter, and that's it. Just those 3 plugins.
So why do you put the compressor after the clipper?
My thought process is let me take off these peaks before I hit that compressor so that
Right.
this compressor can kind of just keep an overall squash on it.
Do you
know what I mean?
feel and you feel like that compressor is necessary every time after the clipper?
First of all, the clipper is necessary. Keep in mind,
Yes.
I'm just making beats too.
Yes,
the
you're
clipper
right.
is necessary just for the sound. I need the
Yes,
artist to hear that
exactly.
clipping so it sounds like FL
Exactly,
Studio. I'm not even gonna lie.
exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes, I fucking agree.
and
Totally agree.
then the compressor is so I can get loud going into the limiter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. My shit, dude, I'm literally running into one clipper. I mean, and it's the free G clip. Like literally and I
What's
like
that one?
it's called G clip. It's by GVST. And it is the most simple fucking thing you've ever seen. It's got 3 knobs. It's got like a percentage knee curve and an input, right? And like I have it on literally the stock soft clip function, and like I'm running my drums, for instance, right? They might be like +10 like in the mix, right? I mean, I'm not clipping on the master, but like 10 over on my drums. Like I'm not giving a shit if like I'm clipping anything
About
in
the
the
meters,
mix,
fuck the
right? Like
meters.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
anything about that. And yeah, I mean, I'm like 5 LUFS off the drums. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like I feel like if you got your drums like fucking just cracking,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? That may help you bring your loudness up a bit, you know?
Yeah. I feel
But I
like
mean, it doesn't matter. It still sounds fucking good, and you're gonna
Facts.
raise it later, anyways. You know?
yeah, like once I get into Pro Tools, like you're talking about, I am doing different things. Like
Yeah.
I have my drums ran into
Do you stem them out into Pro Tools too?
Yeah,
Or is
in
it
Pro
a-
Tools, anytime
okay.
I'm going into Pro Tools, I'm doing a complete TraKCouts mix.
Nice.
And so
So then that's when you're gonna do that anyway.
right,
Yeah,
so like
okay.
my
then it doesn't matter.
my
yeah.
process in Pro Tools is more like you're saying. I have my drums going into a clipper. I have my drums going into a Shadow Hills compressor, all for loudness,
Nice.
right? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
like on the master in Pro Tools, on my mix master in Pro Tools, I have a gold clip on there plus soothe than the limiter. I'm using the God particle limiter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. The Jason Joshua. I haven't gotten on that hype train yet, dude. I want to try it. Do you like it?
I really like the God particle. The Orion is like, he has 2 plugins out now.
Yeah.
One is God particle, one's Orion. The Orion's like his drum bus plugin.
Okay.
And the drum bus plugin do be smacking, but like sometimes it'd be way too much, bro. It'd be
Right.
like,
So you have both of them?
yeah.
You have both of them?
And then like the God particle though, that's my limiter on every mix I use.
Really?
I fuck with the limiter. On
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Dude, I put myself in plug-in fucking rehab, dude. Like I've said since I got this new computer, like I just like completely cleared out so many of like those just ones that have been sitting in my library for fucking years, and like only re-downloaded the ones where I'm like, I know that I use these and like these. And dude, like the simplicity of like knowing that like I only have so many options right now has been like fucking awesome too. So
Yeah.
cause like it's made me remove things that have been in my chain for like a really long time. Like I used to run like the mag EQ on like all my vocals always, and like took that out and all of my vocals sound brighter and cleaner and better because it's just that plug-in, right?
Yeah.
So like that's been another thing is like I love hearing other people's like stereo buses and stuff because like I used to have like 30 plugins on my stereo bus, and like over time we've just removed and removed and removed. It's fun to like audit yourself a little bit with that stuff. Like I don't know if you guys ever do that or not, but
For sure. Like especially like the last 2 months ago, like I dialed my vocal chain way back. It's only like 6 plugins like on my template. Like I dialed that master back, so it's only like 3, maybe 4 plugins. Like
For sure.
had to, because like once you start stacking too much shit, it's like should be sounding worse. You know what I mean?
Dude.
Like it's like, damn, I'm doing too much.
Right, dude. It takes a long time, I think, to like capture or to like understand that too. You know, like there's so many. You see so many people like, oh, get this plugin, get that plugin, get this, get that, and like you're like, next thing you know, you've got 16 on the stereo bus, and you're just like, fuck, man, like why doesn't this sound right? I was gonna ask, how long you said you went to JC, or where'd you go again?
I went to school, audio engineering school at BRC Audio, and it's in KCK.
Yeah. So like you've been an engineer for how many years?
So after I did school, I went and did live sound for like 8 years, and then I started doing co-rep production.
Where'd you do that?
Fuck all over the
Everywhere?
place. Yeah,
Like
I worked
the
at
local places
I
and
worked at
stuff?
every venue in town basically. Then there was 2 companies in town, one called Digital Sound Systems in Lenexa, and then one called Harvest. They're downtown now. But I work for both of them too, doing all kinds of shit. I did nothing but live sound for like 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've been doing it for how long too?
Since 2021.
2021. But like you were probably like making music
beats,
and shit and all that stuff before. But like you were talking about just engineering.
Just engineering itself.
2021. Like I just like the amount of time that like you guys have collectively put in to like understanding this stuff, right? Like I think that that's like something that a lot of people also just don't get, like when they're like starting to jump into this stuff, is like how long and how many hours you gotta like kind of toil away at this stuff before you start to understand like, oh, this is what this sounds like. I don't need this. I don't need this. I was gonna ask you, like your students through that course that you're doing, like how hard is it to kind of teach them sometimes? Like, is that difficult for you or no?
I haven't found it difficult just because I teach the way I learn sometimes. Like it's really hands-on. I just let them kind of just dive in and like touch it and mess around with it so they can kind of hear it for themselves. Like rather than me just sitting here and tell you, like, you got to cut this frequency because it sounds bad. Like, no, I'm letting them sitting there and just search. Like, and they hear it for themselves. I sometimes I'll just step back. I'll be like, you do it. Yeah. And then I'm just listening what they doing and they picking up on it already. And I'm just like, yeah, you hear that? Yeah. That's what I'm going for. So I'm just kind of just teach them kind of how to train themselves to know what to search for. Because that's really what the main thing is with all this, is just the fix to a lot of stuff does not be hard. It's just knowing what to do in that moment. Right. Because there's so many different options you could choose. Right. Because let's say you got a frequency that's messing with you can EQ it, or you can maybe even multi-band depending on how shitty it is. So you just got to find that one. Yeah. I mean, I've been curious. Like, I think it's really cool that like you've taken on that like kind of task, and like I genuinely respect you for that, because I to be able to like teach someone
is like a totally different skill set than like to be able to like do the thing. You know what I mean? And so like to be able to do both, I feel like, you know, just kind of furthers your knowledge and the way that you understand and process things. So I think that's really sick, dude.
Yeah, and I'm trying to kind of shift more to doing like another reason why I feel like it's not as hard is because I teach like a lot individually. Like it's just one-on-one.
Yeah.
And I'm able to work with because each person might pick up on it differently or they might already know something differently. But I'm trying to get to the point where I'm doing more groups and just seeing how that works for me.
Yeah.
Like teaching multiple people at one time because that's a different kind of beast, I feel like.
Yeah. Dude, and you got to record these and put together and sell that. You know what I mean? Like you could have like a, you know, course that you disseminate to anyone at any time.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that would be a huge thing for you to be able to have too, man.
For sure.
Yeah.
Whenever I level up too, like when I get a new skill or something, it's not always like a skill or like a technical thing, but like I feel like my hearing has gotten better. Like I can hear like
100%.
I'm hearing shit in mixes that like it's like I know how I need it to sound. You know what I mean? Instead of like just like, oh, because I used to get like plug-in hype, like, oh, this plugin's dropping, this shit gonna be fire. I need that.
Yeah.
And now it's like I don't give a fuck about any plugins. I'm just like my hearing is what is leveling up. Like the way I hear music is leveling up. The way I hear the bass is leveling up. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. That's like 50% of it too. I don't know, like when you're teaching your students, like, are you guys like, you got to teach them how to listen too? Because it's like,
that's the
they
first
don't even know how to critically listen.
Facts. Like realistically, that first week, every day, the first thing we do is listen. I'm like, bro, let's find some music. You find a song that you like, I'll find a song that I like, and we'll listen to it. And I'll be like, okay, what you hear? Like,
Okay.
What type of effects do you hear happening between this part of the song and the next part? Then I'll play a song that's like heavily overly produced, like a Travis Scott, and then I'll go like a 50 Cent song.
Yeah.
It's a lot more drier versus the wet. And I'm like, okay, what's the difference? Like, why do these feel different? What sounds different between the two? Because not every,
awesome.
You feel me? I just kind of like you said, show them how to listen to it. Because some people don't know how to critically listen to music.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the students are producers, so they just think about the beat knocking. I'm like, okay,
how do I make the 808 louder?
Yeah, fact. And so I'm trying to get them to listen. Like, okay, how is the beat and the vocals? What's the relationship sounding like? Like, what are you really hearing?
Yeah, dude, I love that. That makes me think like referencing like while you guys are doing stuff. Are you doing that? Are you referencing tracks?
So I start every mix, like let's say I'm mixing a hip hop song.
Yeah.
I will reference a mix that's like golden, like for 30 seconds before I start sometimes.
Yeah.
And then from there, that might be the last reference I do. Like
Okay.
I just get in my head how a mix sounds in that situation I'm sitting in right there.
Yeah.
And then I go
You
from
just
there.
bump that off like Spotify or something?
No, I got
You have some tracks that you drop into the DAW?
yeah, I got like this website called HD Tracks. You can get the masters for anything.
Really?
Yeah, it costs money. It's like iTunes.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's the full 48 or 24, whatever they used.
HD Masters?
HDtracks.com.
HD Tracks.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, dude. What about you? You dropping
Same
references
thing.
in?
He kind of put me onto that too. I'll drag an HD track in there, and like me,
Are you referencing it like throughout?
yeah, I usually reference just to try to. My main thing I'm looking for is the balance of the vocals and the beat, because sometimes I feel like I might push my vocals a little bit too high, but I try to keep that relationship similar to whatever that reference is. Same thing with the bass too.
Yeah.
Just try to keep that presence the same.
What's the tracks for you guys? Can you disseminate?
No,
that?
definitely. The one I've been referencing the most over the last year is Gunna. What's it called?
Fuck you, me.
Fuck You Mean.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I mix a lot of like high energy trap like that.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
I use that mostly to get the vocals energetically like match his level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's mostly what I use reference for is for vocals. Because once I have the energy of the vocal like where I want it, I'll build the beat around that.
Right.
So I don't even really care like how their beat's hitting. I know my beat gonna be cool once I get the vocals where I need
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you're using it more for like where's the vocal sitting, and then I'm gonna bring what I do into that.
Because the beats always be so different, right? Like the beats are never the same.
Right.
So it's like, but as long as that vocal sounds like as crispy and energetic as his does, it's going to translate from his song into my song.
Right.
The beat can sound different, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the vocals need to be more consistent, in my opinion.
No, that's awesome. What's yours?
It kind of changes.
Yeah.
It depends on what I'm going for, because we got a few in there.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be something from her album.
Okay.
Yeah, that shit hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shit's tough. What was that? Jason Joshua on that one?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
That her album, that live fast, die young.
Yeah.
Live life fast. Roddy Ricch.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Some of the songs on that one I'll use often.
I think that was Ali.
Yeah, is To Pimp a Butterfly on there?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, that one.
And we
I'll
got
go
Mr.
to.
Morale. Those are both Ali.
Yeah.
We got hella Ali shit.
Those two I go to very frequently.
Yeah.
Probably Mr. Morale and
Yeah.
To Pimp a Butterfly, especially with the type of music that I make monthly or the artist that I work for. That's what I'm going
Yeah,
for.
man. No, I love that. I've been mixing in a vacuum for like fucking ever. Like I like just recently started using like references and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, man, I like, cause I don't want to call it arrogance, but just like I was like, you know, like I don't want to copy anybody. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm not trying to copy anybody. So like I would just make decisions like in a vacuum, like with no context,
Right.
and like be upset at the translation of stuff. And then just, you know, I'd say within the last 6 months, really truly started doing the referencing, and like I have it set up so like I can like I basically have like a like I guess you call it a pre-master where I apply all my, you know, master bus processing, and then I'll just have another track that's got that track in it that goes straight to the output.
Mm-hmm.
So I can just like flip between the two.
Yeah.
And man, like the difference, like I want to like kind of punch myself because I'm like, man, like, you know, I could have had a lot better sounding stuff a lot sooner if I would have been doing this kind of stuff. So I think the reference stuff, man, it's something I'm gonna really start preaching to people, you know, that I work with and talk to, because, man, just took my shit to a whole nother level, just literally referencing someone else's track, you know. It's wild.
Have you heard of Metric AB, the plugin?
Yeah, yep.
That's what I've been on, bro. I love that plugin.
Yeah, and like I had like the loudness penalty too, like that one. Actually, crazy story. So like the guy that made that, his name's Chris Graham. Have you guys ever heard of him before? So Chris Graham used to run this thing called Six Figure Creative, or no, it's called Six Figure Home Studio. It was a podcast.
I've heard that.
And him and Brian Butler were the two guys that ran that. And right when I went full time with this, like I started listening to that podcast. And Chris Graham is one of the guys that made Loudness Penalty.
Yeah.
And he also made like Bounce Butler and like some other stuff, or maybe that was Brian Butler that did that one. But anyways, I enrolled into Brian Butler's coaching program thing called Clients by Design. So like been able to connect with Brian and like do stuff in their program and stuff. And it's just really sick to have a plugin that was made by one of the guys, you know?
Tough.
Yeah, it's sick. I actually talked to Chris a little bit. He sent in a voice memo. I went and did like a speech for like a high school. Like my mom teaches high school back home, and it was like a career day kind of thing. So they like had me come talk about being a producer or whatever. And I got Chris to send in a voice message to the high school kids and stuff. So it was cool, man. But yeah, Loudness Penalty, Chris Graham.
That's tough.
It's all in the same thing, man.
When it comes to referencing, like before I was like referencing all the time, it was more of like an insecurity thing for me, because I would like play their mix and then play mine, and my shit would sound like ass, bro. So I'd be like, I don't even want to reference.
Yeah.
Like fuck referencing, because like it makes me like feel bad about my shit.
Inferior.
But like once I got over that, you know what I mean, and was like, let me just try to like, you know, get my vocals as loud as theirs. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
Shit like that. Like that insecurity has gone like way out the fucking window. Like, because I trust myself now. You know what I mean? Like back then, before I was referencing, I didn't trust myself.
Right.
Yeah.
That was like me with like mixing. Like I did not like to like mix in front of somebody, because I just felt like they're gonna be, oh, why are you doing that? You don't need to do this. I'm like, I would just get in my head thinking somebody would be, oh, you don't need to do it like this.
Right.
But now I just kind of, I trust my process so much that I don't really care. Like,
Yeah.
whatever I gotta do to get to that point, I'm gonna do it. And shut up.
Yeah.
Just listen. And then if you got a good tip, I'm gonna pick up on it. You know, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna apply it. But other than that, I gotta do my process just because it's what's gonna work for me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
It's still not my preference to mix with the artist in the room. I'd rather just mix it alone.
I never do it with the artist in the room.
I will if they insist on it, but it's like you saying, if they want to like speak up of something I'm doing during the mixing process, I always have to be like, yo, you just gotta give me a minute to let me work out my idea, because like you can't be backseat driving the mix. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason well, you do see collab mixes now, but there's a reason there's one mixer on a song type shit. You know what I'm saying?
If an artist wants to see like the mixing process, it'll have to be like after even if I don't send it to him, it has to be after that first pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I got to get through my first pass,
Yep.
and I might not send it to you, but then I'll hit you up, be like, okay, you can come through the studio while I'm mixing masters.
Yeah.
They don't know that I'd already mixed and mastered it, but
Right.
now we can get there a little bit quicker. I'm not sitting there trying to explain to you why I'm trying to dial this EQ in,
Right.
why I'm got 3 different compressors on this or whatever. Like that's not your world to be in, you know?
No, dude, it takes you out of your flow, and like you've got to like step back out of that like mindset that you're in to like have that conversation, because you know they're on their phone, like they're like, oh bro, you see this, you know what I mean? Like you gotta like step in and out of like that mode. So yeah, dude, no, I never do it with them in the session ever.
Yeah.
Like ever.
I damn near want to put up no phone signs in the studio, bro, because that shit be killing me.
Who was it, DJ Mustard that got that in the studio?
So, Mustard, it was London.
somebody.
It was London or somebody had it. They was like, no
phones,
phones off, bro. when
Like
you come
even in the
studio.
control room and stuff.
Yeah, bro, because like it just be, first of all, it just be like the motherfuckers that are there for no reason,
Right.
and they just like watching Instagram or TikTok in the
Right.
background, and I'm like, seriously, bro, how do you have no fucking awareness that you got your speaker on back there while
Right.
we
Facts.
making music up
Right.
here, bro?
Right.
Like crazy work
Right.
to me.
And like with me, dude, like my home studio is just a fucking one room, you know what I mean? And like, so any of those dudes move at all, it's gonna get picked up in that mic, you
Yeah.
know? So I don't get it, dude. I've never understood it. So maybe we do need to put that no phone sign in.
phone zone, bro.
I got a no smoking sign, and they don't follow that one either.
Hey everyone, Code Red here. If you like the way this podcast looks and sounds, it's filmed on location at Code Red Productions. We handle all your audio needs for music, commercials, and podcasts. You can find us on Instagram or Facebook at Code Red Productions KC, or visit our website, coderedproductionskc.com. We'll see you here. Back to the show. So besides the 2 guys you mentioned from that course and that podcast, who are some of the other engineers you look up to?
Oh, dude, there's so many. You know, I really like Ali a lot. I enrolled in that engineers thing. I don't know if you guys ever did that.
Yeah, I was on.
I think
engineers
I
for a
actually
minute.
saw you do it, and I went and was like, I want to fucking try that. You know what I mean?
Let's double back on that. Keep going.
Yeah. But Ali, he's a big one. You know, I really like Tizio, and also like I really like Help Me Devon. I don't know if you guys have ever really tapped into his
for sure.
stuff. They've got like that Audio Nerds podcast. And
So I know
stuff.
Scorpy tapped in on that for sure.
Sure.
Yeah, dude, like Help Me Devon was like one of those first guys that like I really watched like vocal mixing tutorials and stuff. You know, so like I just have a lot of respect for him being able to like translate that. And then another one that I really like, I like Dave Pensato a lot. I don't know if you
he's a
guys
go,
have
bro.
ever fucked with him before, but like,
I think he's retiring.
yeah, I don't know, dude, but just like I love watching and just listening to him talk. And it sounds like my grandpa. Like,
Yeah.
and he's talking about EQs. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just like, man, like, I think they understand it at such like a different way than we do. So like a lot of those older guys, dude, like, I can't remember the guy, but whatever that guy that mixed the Michael Jackson,
Oh,
Billie Jean.
yeah.
Like, have you seen that clip?
Bill. Got his name.
I can't remember his name.
I'll think
were
of
just
it.
talking about
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I'll think of
You've
it.
seen that clip where he's like, Billie Jean was mixed like 86 times.
yeah.
And then like we used mix fucking 3. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Crazy.
like those old heads, dude, like it's just always so cool to listen
Bruce
to them.
Sweetian.
Yes, there we
Yeah.
go. Who was starting
Bruce
with a B?
Sweetian?
Yeah.
That's his name? Okay. Yeah, dude. But no, I'd say Ali, Tizio, and Pensato. You know, I guess, you know, you could probably throw Chris Lord Algae in there just because I like a lot of the rock stuff that
for
he
sure.
did. You
He
know,
has, like any rock mix that's famous from the last 30 years,
Yeah.
it's his drums on there, bro.
Right,
Like he's
right.
crazy.
Right. So I guess that'd probably be it for me.
It's like somebody like Dave Pensato. It's like what you're saying. Like they think about it differently. It's like we be so like, oh, this shit gotta sound so good. You know what I
Right,
mean? But it's
right.
like he's transcended that. He's like to the point where it's like, I'm just vibing. I don't even give a fuck. I'm just
Right.
like here and all my shit sounds amazing. And I'm just like,
Yep.
I'm cool, bro. Like
Yeah.
I'm here to be happy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got that
You know what I'm saying?
EQ turned to like plus 20.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck,
dude.
bro.
He doesn't
It
give a
sounds amazing.
shit. It sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Do you fuck with Mix with the Masters?
I've seen it. I think I'm like subscribed to their fucking newsletter. Or maybe it's mastering.com. Have you seen that? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's the same thing. But like explain what is Mix with the Masters?
So Mix with the Masters is just like video like courses and shit for like all the guys you basically just said have
Yes.
courses on there.
Yeah, I haven't done that.
You should definitely tap in, bro, because like as much as you say you like those guys and everything they have to offer on YouTube, I feel like the mix with the masters is more like focused.
Yeah.
Like we just watched one with Tizio the other day, and he was mixing.
Shit.
What was he mixing?
He was mixing J. Cole and T Grizzly's song.
Like he'll walk through the whole mix.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
like
I got my like I figured out how to do how much analog compression I should have on a vocal by watching like a Tizio breakdown.
Yeah.
There's some channel that you guys would probably have seen it, but it like they like take like those live streams and stuff
YouTube.
and just like cut them up. Linko or Plinko or something like that.
Yeah.
And I got my analog compression settings for the CL1B from a Tizio thing on there. So maybe I do need to tap into that shit. Is it just on YouTube? Is it
no,
free?
it's their own website. It's
Okay.
mixedwiththemasters.com.
You have to like pay per one?
you got to pay.
How much is one?
No, it's a subscription and you get all the videos.
Okay.
But it's not just like those new guys. Like they have Chris Lord Algae on there mixing Green Day and shit. They have all kinds of shit. Like they have like 20 years of videos on there right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. How much is a subscription?
Shit, maybe 20 a month,
Get
30
out.
a month. Like it's a little taxing, but it's like worth it
dude.
because
That's
like
college, bro.
Yeah.
it really is like
Yeah.
college, bro, because we'll
Yeah.
just be like, all right, Scorp, let's just sit down and watch one of these videos and walk away with new game. You know what I
Yes.
mean? But like
Yeah,
you can do the
dude.
same thing on YouTube. Help Me Devon is a fucking amazing YouTube resource.
You
know
got to
what I
take
mean?
that shit with a grain of salt, though, dude. Like some of the guys on there, they're not giving good information. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
bro,
gotta be able to disseminate a little
he
bit.
be hearing me rant all the time because
Yeah.
we'll be watching a video and they're just like, it's like this amazing fucking mix, and they're like, it sounded so good when the producer sent it. I just left it alone. It's like, okay, that doesn't help us at all, bro.
right,
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
I actually did nothing to
yeah,
this.
dude,
Literally, facts.
Yes.
That's what it be.
It's like, damn,
It's
bro.
hilarious. What did you want to go back to on engineers?
Oh, I'm just like, what was your experience like on that? Because I stopped the subscription. Like I was
Yeah, I
part of
did
the
too.
subscription, and I was like, this is not worth it for
I
me.
stopped it. How long did you do it? Like right when it was pretty new, right? Didn't you do it like
So
you did like 2 years ago?
I tried to get on there and do the onboarding right when it happened, and then like I had to wait a year to get onboarded or whatever.
yep.
And then I got onboarded. I've probably done like less than 10 mixes on there ever.
Yeah, I did
And
5.
it's like I was paying that subscription.
Yep.
And I was like,
and you couldn't.
I'm
book,
not getting anything.
You couldn't book like individual studio time. Like
I think
through
they've
that.
added that.
They've added that now.
Yeah.
And like that was the thing. Like when I was on that service, like it was sick. Like got to be in the phone call with Ali, and like
Yeah.
he followed you on Instagram, and like I even made like a little video like about being on engineers that they like reposted on their Instagram or something. So like initially it was sick, right?
Yeah.
But like it was just so limited with like what you could do with it. Like you could literally only book the mixes, and at that time I was still so recording session dependent. It wasn't
Yeah.
really a mix work specifically.
Yeah.
So like yeah, I did like 5 tracks and canceled the submission. I tried to do the Atmos course too. Are you Atmos certified?
I personally, this is coming from a working engineer in Kansas City. Atmos is dumb as hell. to
Well,
me.
I don't think that anyone's gonna pay for it here. Like nobody wants it or understands it.
Where are you even going to listen to it?
exactly?
At?
But
If I sent you an Atmos mix, where the fuck are you listening to that?
in the AirPod Pros,
The
dude.
AirPod Pros,
AirPod
where it's
Pros.
just that's the same thing as that
Yeah.
VSX shit, bro.
No, I
Like let
agree.
us
It's
let
just-
us model
Right,
Atmos. It's not even
right.
real.
No, dude. But I've got a friend in Dallas who swears by it, and
Really?
he's like, you know, these bigger labels and stuff that he's been talking with. He's like, dude, like it's just another credential that you can like put on there and
Yeah.
could potentially add $1,000, $1,500, $2,000 on top of your mix price.
sure.
You know
For
what I
giving them
mean?
the Atmos mix.
for giving
after
them an
you-
Atmos mix,
Yeah.
and like that sounds pretty nice.
That
right?
that is. I sound like a hater when I hate on that.
I
shit.
hate it too because I have to do it through Pro Tools, and I don't fucking understand that shit, dude.
You
know
can't
what I mean?
you can't have the capability in Logic or Ableton.
You can, but like the way that course was set up was through Pro
got you,
Tools, and
got
like
you.
I was having to learn Pro Tools.
so you was crash coursing through that.
I was
Yeah.
crash coursing Pro Tools to try
Yeah.
to do fucking Atmos.
Yeah.
And like it's all remote and online, and I had client work, and I'm just like, I don't think I can do this, guys. So
My biggest gripe is just that clients or your everyday consumer, you take it back to Spotify. That's
Right.
what they're on. They don't have Atmos. They don't give a fuck about
they don't even
Atmos.
know that it exists.
I got regular AirPods. I got my car speakers. You sure she ain't listening to that shit in the car? Like
right.
I am old school. Like I got 2 ears. Just give me that damn stereo mix.
Right.
I'm sure if I went to LA and went to an Atmos studio and heard some shit, I'd be like, oh my
Yeah,
god,
dude.
this is
Yep,
insane.
yep,
but
yep.
like we don't have that here.
No, he was talking about like automating shit like in a circle on the ceiling. And I'm
Yeah.
like, that's just insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
Yeah.
a different layer to the mixing stuff, but
Don't you have to have like 20 speakers? Like,
it's like 26.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I could be
That's
wrong.
crazy.
And like you like literally
bro.
have them like there'd be like one in the corner, one there, one there, one there, and then you like line them, and then there's like in the corners down here. Like the last like part of that coaching or like that course was you could fly out to LA wherever they're at, and you could do your final exam thing in an Atmos room, and like they would give you feedback there. Obviously I didn't complete the course, so I didn't even see that, but
yeah.
yeah, dude, I don't know about the Atmos stuff, man.
See, that thing about mix with the masters too, and it be taxing for this. I've never done it.
Yeah.
Likely, probably never will. I want to though.
Right.
They have like shit like that. You can fly out and Jason Joshua will teach a class with you.
Oh shit!
For a
really?
week.
Yeah.
Damn, that's
Now-
probably like $10,000.
I think it's like 4.
yeah. Like,
It's not. That's what I'm
insane.
saying. I'm like, I'm probably never gonna do that, but
Yeah.
like they do that, and
Yeah.
it's like that would be fucking amazing.
Yeah,
you know what
sure.
I'm saying? Like, there ain't no way you leave that week not better than you
Right.
came in.
Right,
Yeah, you gonna pick something up.
Facts.
right.
So, when it comes to the EDM shit, you be DJing too, or what?
I mean, I think I'm gonna have to like the more I've been making this and sending it to people and dropping it, dude. Like I dropped that Run Your Mouth track, and his name's Hunter or something. He's from Omaha. He's like, dude, like come play a show in Omaha. Like I need you here in
Yeah.
fucking November. So like, and you know I've been sending around a lot of people like, dude, you gotta play these. So I guess I'm gonna have to become a DJ if I want to like ever do that.
Right.
I used to like do sets for people like the artists I'd record with, like Kamal and like, you know, So and all those guys that I started out with. Like I thought it was sick to go run their set at their live show. But I've really gotten away from that. Like it's just like I don't like the whole adult karaoke vibe thing anymore.
Yeah.
And like there's just better use of time. But I do think I am gonna have to dip into the DJ stuff, dude. Like I think
When I heard Run Your Mouth though, I'm just like picturing it, and like I'm
Yeah.
just like, this is like the festival or the
Right.
big ass EDM show,
Yeah.
bro. Like this shit would go crazy.
Yeah, dude. No, I've been teaching this young guy. His name is Brock Fox. Taught him. He basically came to me about 8 months ago and had no idea how to use Ableton or anything. He was trying to make house music on FL Studio, and so kind of taught him how to use Ableton. And now, like 8 months later, like he's like got like a $10,000 fucking DJ board. He's played in Miami. Like he's booking shows. He just went to college in Arizona.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, Arizona University,
Yeah.
whatever, UA, and already booking shows and shit there. So he keeps telling me I got to get on it too. And dude, those, I don't know if you've ever fucked around on one of those things, but they're the big CDJ
CDJs.
things, dude. That's gnarly, bro. You've got like 4 different tracks you're controlling, and like that whole middle section is all just like things you can fuck with.
Yeah.
It's kind of overwhelming, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to jump into it, dude.
I mean, the money be there for sure.
Yeah,
You know what
and-
I'm saying? Like I
dude.
see the price tags on some of these DJ shows, crazy.
Dude, and like Dom, like I mean that dude with like, you know, More Than Friends and everything.
Yeah, they've been
like,
going crazy.
I mean, like you could really set up something that's like a thing by DJing and stuff like that.
An experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And like I don't know, man. It's just like I've done the whole like set thing for people, and like not really, it's not been like my thing. It's been other people's thing. So maybe it would be a little bit more enjoyable if it's like my set. You know what I mean? I don't
What do
know.
you feel about the performance and like show scene here?
Man, I would like. That's another reason why I think like working in the EDM stuff has been cool, because like those people, I feel like I love Kansas City hip hop and like the things that people do and like everything like that. But like
Oh, yo,
it
top
is,
5. Just kidding.
I can name, I can
Just
name
kidding,
them. I
just
can
kidding,
name
just
them.
kidding.
But
We're not
I
taking
don't
it
want to
there.
get anybody mad.
We don't get a diss track.
Right, I know. They're floating. They're flying.
Fuck TraKCouts.
Right. Nah, dude. Fuck. But it's hard. Like, it's hard to get people to come out for a hip hop show. Like, it really fucking is.
Yeah.
And like, everyone's like, oh, like, you know, we want to create incentives for people to come. And like, it's just like shows are supposed to be an experience,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Like, that's like why a show is cool. It's not what you're performing. It's like what you're performing in conjunction with the atmosphere and all that, right? So like, it's just really hard to get people really excited about a hip hop show.
For sure.
but there are people that do have a big turnout. Like one of the coolest shows I ever got to do was at the Levee with D-Mad and Rio, and I think Blau performed, and it was at the Levee, dude. So like we had that bitch packed out, dude. Like it was that main floor. It was awesome. I got to play Bourbon Theater with D-Mad when like he first was popping off, and that's up in Lincoln, and like that place was packed out for him, dude. Like it's fun to do it, and if people are there, it's fucking sick. But like you all like also have to go to shows where there's 6 people and they've been there for 4 hours because it's a fucking showcase, and like
we was just
everyone's gone, dude. I think the showcases, dude, I'm sorry to anybody that does them, but like the showcases are a fucking waste of time, dude. Like you being the headliner at a showcase is the worst thing.
Yes, bro.
Because everybody's fucking gone.
Nobody
by midnight,
will be there,
dude. And like I love that people are trying to get as many people like a part of it, but like a show has to be an experience.
Yeah.
And like that's why people pay fucking $10 billion to go to see Taylor Swift, because like their mind is gonna be fucking blown by the fucking shit that's going on, and they're also in a cult. But anyways,
well, and you know what? On that, Taylor Swift probably has 1 opener, maybe 2.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't even think there is an opener for those.
Like Beyonce, when I went to her show, there was no opener.
Yeah, it's
you're here to
just
see
them.
her,
Yeah, it's just them. And like, I get it, like but like, I think a truly successful Kansas City show should be at max 3 people, if not just 2, and you guys just fucking one after the other, and make it not 3 hours long. You know what I mean? Like quick hitting, hour long. Those are the fun ones, So, but yeah, dude, I wish it was better. I wish it was like more fun. And I love to help anybody out that wants to do that kind of stuff. But I think, man, the EDM community, they just show out a little bit more, dude. And they are a little bit more responsive to like a show, because there's the expectation of lights and like of an experience, right? Like, I mean, obviously they're gonna be on drugs, but like some people go to EDM not on drugs and like genuinely just enjoy that, right? But there's an expectation of that, whereas with a hip hop show, it's gonna be like we're gonna listen to this guy
like show and tell,
yell at us for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah.
The thing about the hip hop versus the DJs too, it's like even if you don't know the DJ, he probably gonna make some shit that's gonna make you dance,
right?
Or play some shit that's gonna make you dance. The rapper, you might not be fucking with him at all, bro. Then you gotta sit through this set for 20, 30 minutes.
Fucking spoken lyricism poetry, right? Like some people love that, but like some people also would drive off a cliff listening to that. You know what I mean? So it's just tough, man. It's tough.
Another thing, I feel like we also need to make a transition. Stop paying people to get on these shows. Like, do your own.
Yeah,
like
dude.
That's literally backwards as an artist. Like, you should be curating your own show.
Right.
And selling that. Buying a spot is not going to further what you're doing.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about the zoo, bro. How'd that get started?
Man, the zoo started because, I'm not going to name a studio, right? Like, but the zoo started because like of a studio that I had been at, and it just like the way that like it was set up wasn't conducive for anyone that's like an engineer or producer to like actually be able to have a little bit of success, right? And like I was like, full-time working at another job trying to do the engineering, and I'm like, how the fuck does anyone ever make the amount that I'd make at like this job doing this when like the setup is this way, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much just removing all of the parts that I didn't like from that, right? So like the hourly rates and basically it was basically the hourly rates. Like I fucking hated having to pay a percentage of every hour to the studio, right? When all they were doing was really providing a space, which I understand, they're providing a space, but I was the person driving the business, getting the client, right? And especially with something like that, you may get like a completely random person you've never worked with before that may be fucking awful, and like they had boxed in my rate, and like I couldn't set the rate I wanted to set, and like all this stuff, and I was just like, this just doesn't work. But me and Andy Maynard, I don't know if you know Andy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm Andy Maynard. are kind of partnered up on that, and Armadizi helps us out a ton up there. Joe, I would call Joe the X Factor, but yeah, dude, we just wanted to give people a place to actually succeed, and like not feel like we're just picking at their pockets because we're a studio. But it's been cool to see, man. Like Scorpio's been going up there for a while, and you know, I mean, he may be the longest tenured one, you know, sure. And it's just cool to see actually have like guys like buy in and like understand like why it's there and like what we're trying to do. And it's been fun, dude. It's just like, it's a completely different part of this whole game that I've gotten to experience, right? Of like going into manager mode and like scheduling shit and like making invoices and like doing all like that kind of stuff to like, for a business that like, yeah, I'm in it and I'm up there, but like I'm not actively booking out of there really. Yeah. Like I'm going up there today, like of course, but like I don't actively really book up there. Like it's mostly just all these guys, and it's really cool to like provide the space and make, you know, the tracks that these guys are running down to like help them. You know, like that at the end of the day, it's literally just there to fucking help, dude. Yeah. Like that's all it is. Like if we were trying to get a little bit of, we would have made that just $500-$600 a month and charge it like an actual studio room, right? But like, it's just like, it's just there to help, dude. And it's been cool to like see it, people buy in and understand why it's happening. And we're talking about trying to get the second room up. You know, so
you're expanding it.
Yeah, like we're like, because we're like Scorpio. No, I mean sometimes that calendar is unbookable for like the next week and a half, right? And so like when there is a lot of guys, like there's a massive bottleneck, and like people can't just drop in and get the session they need. So like we do need to have a second room. That just building's completely full, and it's such a unicorn situation being able to go room by room. Yeah. But we're actively looking for a second room. I know Andy's looking for something out in LA. He's kind of gotten in with a studio out there that we're talking about opening like an LA zoo. And then my brother lives down in Dallas, and I've been talking with some guys in Dallas. So
that'd be crazy.
Yeah, to have a couple cities test it out. I think the concept's there, dude. Like, sure. You know, I think the concept makes sense, and this has been a good way to like work out the kinks, like understanding like maximum room capacity and like how many people can be doing this, you know, in one given period of time. It's been cool, man, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work, man.
For sure, I'm already knowing.
Yeah, and you know, dealing with every individual person's personality and the way that they want to do things, and like, it's been fun, and it's helped me grow as a person, I think, to just be able to operate something like that. And like it's definitely gonna be something that I'm pretty proud of, and something that I'll continue to do for a long time.
Word.
With both of y'all being like studio owners, what's like either like the biggest challenge that y'all face, or like the challenge that people don't really realize that y'all face as studio owners? Both of y'all.
Good question, dude.
Yeah.
You want to tackle that one first?
I think the biggest problem is just like finding that consistent workload. You know what I mean? Because I feel like some weeks you might be in a drought, and then the next week you fucking drowning. You know what I mean? So it's like but that's just like the engineer life in general. Sure. I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you're talking about the feast and famine kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah, where it's like your phone's blowing up, and then the next week it's just empty.
Yeah.
I mean, that's definitely up there. You know, another thing that, you know, I think people don't really think of when they get into something like this is like the consistency of it all, right? Like if you're going to say, hey, I run a studio and like I do this, like you do this, right? Like someone hits you at 10 o'clock on a Saturday, like it's a legitimate, hey, am I going to take this on? Yes. You know what I mean? Like being willing to understand like the lifestyle that this really is tough, and that goes into your personal relationships and like other people understanding why you're doing what you're doing for the amount of time that you're doing it and at the hours you're doing it. And like that's something that I think a lot of people don't even think about when they're like, yeah, I want to be an engineer, I want to be a producer. Like you gotta make some sacrifices.
Facts, bro.
Like in your personal life and other things sometimes to really achieve anything, I think. So as a studio owner, like it's a whole different ball game when it's like your studio and it's like your kind of your money on the line.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Like that's obviously people think of that, but yeah, dude, the consistent feast and famine is up there, dude.
For sure.
That's why I took that coaching program. Like that's the whole thing is like I did it because I made that investment because I want to long term do ad spend and remote mixing and like understanding how to set up an ad campaign and landing pages and funnels and fucking automations and all that, right?
Yeah.
It's like for the better part of 6 months, I've just been learning that to try and prevent the feast and famine.
Yeah.
Right. Cause like, and dude, I'm sure you've done it like with like trying to give like, have you ever done like monthly style like arrangements with artists or anything like that? Have you ever done anything like that?
We were, but I've kind of moved away from that a little bit just because I felt like the studio would keep getting burned on those agreements occasionally.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of them currently. I'm not saying I'm gonna rule that out for forever, but like, I don't know. I've been trying to protect the studio.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah.
And like, just like because I've had so much trial and error with those, like how to craft like something where you're right, where I'm not getting completely boned,
okay.
but they're also getting something of value that they're willing to pay, more than they probably would for. And the biggest thing for something like that is defined time periods and defined deliverables. You put those in, there's really not a lot of ways that it can go wrong if you're getting what you want out of it, right? So like what I mean by that is like not having just a month to month, there's no like specific amount of time, right? Like you do like 2 months, this is what you get, where it's an album or it's 10 songs or it's 10 created songs or whatever it is, right? Time period, finite amount, here's what it costs, half up front, boom. Like that's the way that I've been able to find like the success with stuff like that. But I have gotten burned with the monthly stuff too.
Yeah.
Like with like doing, because a lot of dudes will just do amount of hours. Right. Like, hey, you get how I started was you get 5 hours a week. 5 hours a week for $500 a month. Yeah. Right. That was like the first one I rolled out. And so like you extrapolate that. And it was, if you need anything done, you need mixes, you need masters, whatever, they get done. And they did get done.
Yeah.
It's just like, but there's no real defined like amount or time frame or anything. It was just like kind of whatever. And so you just got to make sure you have like very structured things. And I think the monthlies work a lot better if there's like very defined things that you're doing.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Try to eliminate as much gray area.
Yeah.
Define it.
For sure.
Literally just like lock in like time frame and amount of things that they need. And like, that's it. Like,
yeah.
There's no like, hey, at the end of that, we can talk about it again if you want to go again. But yeah, just very defined. I think that's been kind of the secret to making them work.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw it to our newest segment, bro.
Okay.
This is week 2 of trying the new segment. It's called Do We Got One, Scorp? Take it over, Scorp.
Do we got one? So boom, it's real simple. I'll just give you 2 options. You pick which one you like. Just let me know. We talk about it.
Okay, I'm ready.
First one, random. We'll just start random and then we'll get back a little bit into the engineering and stuff. Steak or chicken?
Steak. What? That's easy.
It's KC, bro.
It's KC.
Come on, dude.
Okay.
Did you see how many pictures of steak I have on my fucking phone? It's crazy.
You know it's crazy? Like, steak in Texas tastes so much different than up here. Like, I remember I went to Austin and we just bought a steak like at the store and went and grilled it.
Yeah?
I did not want to come
Really?
home.
Damn.
Oh, you was fucking with it more.
You were liking it more?
Crazy.
I had one steak in Texas and it was awful. They like burnt the fuck out of it. Yeah, it was some Tex-Mex place, bro. I sent it back. I never do that shit. I'd never do that shit.
I don't even want it.
Right.
Analog or digital?
I guess I'm gonna have to say digital, just because like I don't have that much experience with like real analog gear. I've got like 3 pieces. You know,
It's 2025, bro.
Yeah,
That's the only answer you need. It's 2025, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Plus being able to have presets and settings.
Presets and recallability.
Right.
You telling me we can open it back up right where it was?
Right.
Like,
Exactly the
that
same.
to me, that is the biggest thing about digital, bro. I can open it up and it's right where I left it.
Yeah.
Like analog, it's like they used to Scorp. You probably don't know this. When they was working in analog studios, bro, they would have sheets that looked like the board, and you would write each one where each knob was.
You
like
like
copy it
marks
So
of
you
it,
could put
yeah.
it back where it was later.
That's crazy.
I've thought
Yeah.
about doing that in like when I save a track that I do print it through, because I have a couple pieces of gear.
Yeah.
Like saving it like in like a note and like sticking it in the project, like just so I have that, you know. But it's there. You could still be a tick off. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, have you ever seen that? Fuck, I can't remember the company. It's like an analog digital compressor, and you can it has a plug-in that you can save a preset, and then the compressor is analog itself, and then you can just recall.
Was
in
that
there.
the shit Baines was using?
He
What's
had
it-
something
I
like
can't remember
that.
what
That
it's
shit.
called,
I seen some
dude.
shit like that. That
I
shit
can't remember what
hard,
it's
bro.
called. I wanted to get it. It's like $2,500.
I
Like,
think that's the
I
shit
think
he was
that's- yeah.
using.
it's not
Yeah.
outrageous. I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Like he had the plugin opened, but it was just an insert in Pro Tools.
Yes.
And so like, yeah, he was controlling the analog compressor with the plugin. That shit hard as fuck.
Yeah.
And he had the patch bay too. His patch bay was the Fox Audio patch bay that is like it's all interfaced. Everything's already patched to the patch bay, and
Yeah.
you just click on the Pro Tools, whatever, like send
switch
this
it
to this
over.
compressor, and it
That's
does it.
crazy.
Crazy, bro.
Analog
Lit.
digital compressor. There's no way it's gonna fucking show up just doing that. I'll find it one of these days, and I'll send it
Nah,
to
I
you.
think I seen what you're talking about. That shit
Right.
raw as fuck.
Yeah.
though.
I can't
It was
remember
in
what
one of the
it's
mixes with the
called.
masters, I think, when we was looking at it.
I
Ideally,
almost bought it.
eventually, I would be like in a hybrid setup like Baines was.
For sure.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
That's
like,
what I see. Is
yeah.
a hybrid for sure.
But it would have to be the workflow would have to make sense like his does. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Where it's
Yeah.
like,
It can't be too clunky.
right.
right, dude.
It's too. It's like you said. It's 2025. Like I don't have to sacrifice clunkiness just to get my sound.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
It's so simple.
And
Yeah.
every time you introduce that new piece, like you have to relearn the workflow, and like
Yeah.
you do have to like be like, fuck, like I can't just fucking crank that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
for
Like
sure.
you do have to relearn a lot whenever you introduce like a piece of analog gear.
Yeah.
Next one. Waves or plug-in alliance.
Plugin Alliance. I'll never buy another Waves plugin ever, dude. Fuck
It's like
shit.
that?
Yes, dude. Making me pay every year to have the same fucking plugin. I Metaflanger. That's always been like a super secret love of mine. Like I love Metaflanger, but I got this new computer and I was like, "Fuck you guys! Like I'm not paying $20 again for this fucking thing." And I've had Plugin Alliance for several years. And they do the whole thing where you get that voucher at
Yeah.
the end. And I only used like 6 or 7 of those plugins. So I just bought those and like for free. And now I don't even have Plugin Alliance anymore, but I have all the plugins. So
You have the ones you want.
yeah,
For
like
sure.
yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'll be getting that monthly tax.
Dude, I just
everything.
can't do it, bro. I did the UAD one for a while, like the Spark or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
I did UAD Spark for because I'm UAD. You're UAD too. Like I'm in that ecosystem, but I just can't justify the Waves ones. I just feel like they're just laughing at me.
UAD plugins is the ones I use the least,
Yeah,
to be honest.
I only use one.
I probably use like one.
I definitely
Is
use
the
that.
LA2A?
No, okay, two.
Yeah,
LA
that's the only
2A
one I use.
or the EQP 1A.
Oh, you use the full
The
tech?
yeah, the full tech
I
is
just,
a bit-
I never feel like I'm making it better with that.
The Pultec or
The
the
pull tech.
I like
Yeah.
that full tech. I like the high.
Yeah.
Like I go like 10K, get a
Yeah.
boost right there.
So you're
I
just
like
using
that.
the high on it?
I use the low too. Like I probably usually go at 100,
Yeah.
and then I'll like cut and boost. Just depending.
Yeah.
for what? That would be like kick.
Vocals. I use it on the vocal.
Boosting
So
the
you're
low and the low.
boosting 100 on a vocal?
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
I like the G bus compressor. That's the one I'd be using the most.
Yeah. And see, I haven't bought that one.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, you know, and now, like I said, like I don't even have a compressor on my fucking 2-bus.
See,
most of the
every
time.
UAD plugin I have was back when I was saying like I was like so into plugins. I'm like, I need
Yep.
this fucking plugin,
Yep.
bro. Like
dude, I
that's when
bought
I
the
bought.
API fucking whatever 500 that I bought the what is it? The Avalon. Like I have like the Avalon fucking pre. I've tracked with that never. Like not one time. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So yes. Yeah. But I am not gonna do Waves. I'm sorry.
He said, okay, do
sorry.
it.
I'm sorry.
Producing or mixing?
That's a tough one, dude. I'd say mixing, but like if I'm producing for myself, then it's gonna be producing. But like overall, I'd definitely say mixing, dude. Like I've always loved being able to like make something sound better. You know what I mean? Like hear a thing and fix something to make it better or its best version. So
Yeah.
I think at the end of the day, it'd be mixing.
That is like it just depends what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like if I'm mixing something fucking fire, I'm locked in.
Right.
Oh God, vibing.
Right.
If it's trash, I'll be producing any day over that shit.
Yeah.
It'd be a grind to get through a trash shit on a mix, bro.
Yeah.
A bad mix sometimes will fuck up my whole little mood.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
bro, I'll be having a good day.
Tell
I
me
sit down to
about
mix
it,
this song, like, bro, because
Yeah.
I'm listening to it over and over.
Yeah, that's that brain rot right there. That brain rot. That's so funny, dude. I thought I was the only one that just had their day ruined by a bad mix.
No, bro.
like I'm over here like feeling like legitimately bad about myself. Like I closed that shit down. Like fuck, man,
Yeah.
that was
Oh,
awful,
God.
dude.
They be having you feel like you asked too.
right,
Oh,
dude. It makes you
yes.
feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, man,
Because you're trying your best to fix
Yeah.
right.
what you're hearing. It's
Right.
like, damn, it's just not
Right,
happening like that.
not even my clients. So all my clients, you guys are all
Exactly.
amazing.
I ain't talking about none of y'all. This
Right.
is
This is in
I'm talking
general.
about some hypothetical.
Oh God, hypothetical situations. It's theoretical.
Yeah.
Next, got a couple more.
Yeah.
LA rap or Atlanta rap?
I mean, I don't really. I'm probably gonna, like, I don't like the West Coast like bounce, dude. Like, I get it. Like, it just sounds. I don't know. It sounds hokey to me. So I'm gonna have to go to the ATL stuff.
Okay. I like both.
I probably just heard a lot of feelings.
It
with that
depends who the
one.
artist is.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
Facts.
Like I've heard trash from both cities. I've
Yeah.
heard fucking
Facts on
gold
God.
from both cities,
Right.
bro.
Shit on me.
I think ATL just probably heavier in the 808s and shit. Like, you know, fatter down there. I mean, I'm not saying that the West Coast stuff doesn't have that, but like West Coast has that bounce, you know, like that kind of stuff
Yeah.
going on a lot, right? And like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
ATL shit,
Yeah.
ATL's like Future, you know, like
Yeah.
that type of shit. Like that's what I like cut my teeth on. So
I feel it.
yeah,
Okay, you got to get rid of one: compression or EQ.
One gotta go.
One
One has
gotta
to
go.
go
Crazy.
forever. Yeah, compression. I use EQ way too much.
Yeah.
And like a lot of shit now, dude, like compression is just volume. Like you could go in and write fucking volume
Automation's
automation.
gonna be crazy.
Right. I mean, it would suck.
Literally.
Or you could just clip gain, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but like EQ just like the tone of something and like that's how you fit things into a mix for me is like getting rid of shit that didn't work and then probably boosting something else with another EQ, right? And the only thing I really compress is my vocals anyways, dude. Like that's really it. So I think I get rid of compression.
Yeah.
Because I feel like compression is like a combination of, like you said, volume and saturation. You could kind of recreate that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Easy.
reverse engineer, it,
Easy.
like you said, go in there and draw that in.
Easy.
Facts.
Slap
Vocal.
saturation
What is that?
on
What's
there.
that wave vocal writer? You can just
Yeah.
go fucking put that shit on there.
Yeah.
Another plugin I didn't like.
I didn't like Vocal Writer either.
Oh god, it's weird.
Yeah.
Last one: headphones or monitors?
Monitors. I
All
can't.
day,
I
bro.
can't fucking do it in headphones, dude.
Same.
My shit sounds bad in headphones.
Same.
Like printing off.
I was chilling with Zeph yesterday, and he said that he can't mix, like he don't like mixing on monitors. He gotta have headphones.
Well,
He likes the way it feels.
I feel that, and also it's like Zeph. I don't know where the fuck you mixing, but his room might sound like absolute
Right.
dog shit.
Exactly.
So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah, headphones is probably
Right. Or if
move.
if that was like when I first started making music, like God bless my first fucking roommates, but I only had monitors. So
Yeah.
like I'm playing whatever the fuck I was doing out fucking loud. So like it's been since day one that I've like felt how music is supposed to feel through monitors. So like if you started in headphones, I could see why you may
For
be like
sure.
privy to that. But
yeah.
nah, dude, it sounds shitty when I do
My
it in
shit be
headphones,
sound
man.
when I feel like certain in headphones for me when I'm mixing headphones, certain elements be fucking overcooked and certain elements
Yep.
be dull as fuck.
Yep.
It's like because it's direct inject to the ears.
My
You know what I'm
bass is
saying?
my bass is just like fucking way too fucking loud every
Yeah,
fucking time.
yeah.
Every time.
And yeah, I feel like the ear fatigue happens so much quicker in headphones too. So it's like
Do you have like the open back ones or the closed back?
closed.
Closed, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never done open back. Maybe it would be
done
different if
open
we
back
did the
before.
open backs. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like maybe let some of that out. I don't know. But anyone can do anything on anything, dude. You can do it on a fucking. I know guys that do them on MacBook speakers because they're
Facts.
like, I know that it's gonna sound good on a Mac speaker. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like it's just. That's one of the things you learn is like you get more into this shit is like none of it actually fucking matters, dude.
Yeah.
Like yeah, you can have ideas and things that you stick with, but like rules are meant to be fucking broken. And like all of these things that like you think you need, there's someone that doesn't have any of them and is cranking mixes that are fucking badass. You know what I
Facts.
mean? So like at the end of the day, it's like, does it fucking work? Does it sound good? Does it make you move? And like, if you're using headphones, you're using monitors, like, it doesn't matter. Does it fucking make someone move? Like, nobody gives a shit that you cut 2K. You know what I mean? Nobody gives a shit that you use an API. Like, just make it sound good, you know?
All right, this man just spit so much game. Fucking stop the podcast, rewind it from the beginning, watch that shit again. That's it for us. At CoRedKC, at We Got One Scorp, at PROD BerGotti, produced by BerGotti. BerGotti, thank you, bro.
No, thank you. I just want to say, like, you know, I'm really glad I got to come on here. And, you know, if there's like a studio or, you know, people that run a studio that's like the epitome of how to do business, like the gold standard, I'd say, you know, it's you guys, man. And like, I just wanted to get on and say, like, you know, how much I appreciate you guys and what you do for everybody. And it's been really cool to come on here and do this.
Appreciate you. The respect is definitely mutual, man.
Yeah, man. Yep.
All right, y'all. TraKCouts bouncing out. Peace.